Welcome to my channel, my friend. I want to ask you an important question. Have you ever asked yourself, why is my English still slow? Why can't I speak fast and clear like other people? Maybe you study many words. Maybe you spend time learning grammar rules. Maybe you write answers in books and pass exams. But when it is time to speak, your mind goes blank. You cannot find the words. You feel frozen. You are not alone. Many learners feel the same way. They know English in silence, but when they need to use it, nothing comes out. Today, I will show you how to change this. I will tell you how to improve your English in a way that is simple, clear, and possible for you. Stay with me until the end, because you will not only learn how to speak better, but you will also feel motivated to start today. Chapter 1. The real reason you are stuck. My friend, I want to tell you something very important. You are not bad at English. You are not slow. You are not weak. You are simply stuck because no one showed you the real way to learn. For many years, schools and teachers told you that learning English means memorizing long lists of vocabulary, studying grammar rules, and passing exams. They made you believe that only the smartest students can speak well and fast, but this is not true. The truth is simple. You are stuck because you tried to learn English with your head, not with your mouth, not with your heart. Think about your past. How many years did you study English in school? Maybe 5, maybe 10, maybe more. You learned rules. You copied answers. You read books. But when a real person asked you something in English, your brain went empty. You knew the rules. You knew the words, but nothing came out. You felt embarrassed. You told yourself, maybe English is not for me. Maybe I am too old. Maybe I started too late. Maybe I am not smart enough. But listen carefully. None of these thoughts are true. You are not weak. You only learned English in the wrong way. The notebook example. Imagine you are sitting in your room, reading your notebook. You see the word beautiful. You read it. You repeat it. You write it down. You think you know it. The next day, your friend says, "Your country is beautiful." You feel confused. You recognize the word, but your brain feels heavy. You cannot answer fast. This happens again and again. You know words in silence, but you cannot use them in real life. This is painful, and almost every learner has felt this pain. I also felt it when I was learning. The problem is not your memory. The problem is that you study too much, but practice too little. You use your eyes more than your mouth. You focus on grammar rules before real sentences. You wait for the perfect moment to speak, but that perfect moment never comes. Fluency comes from mistakes. Let me tell you the truth. Fluency is not born from perfection. Fluency is born from mistakes, from trying, from speaking even when you are not ready, from practicing with real words, not just silent study. Think about children. How do they learn to speak? They do not open grammar books. They do not memorize word lists. They start with 0 words. They simply listen, copy, and speak. They make many mistakes, but they do not care. They laugh, they play, they continue. Slowly, step by step, they speak well. You can do the same. You are not too old. You are not too late. Your brain is ready, but you must change the way you learn. The circle of study and forgetting. Many learners are trapped in a circle. 1. They study. 2. They forget. 3. They study again. 4. They forget again. It feels like running in one place. You work hard but never reach the finish line. This is why you feel tired. This is why you sometimes want to quit. But quitting will not give you the life you want. Speaking English can open doors for you. New jobs, new friends, new opportunities to travel, more confidence and pride in yourself. That is why you must break the circle. The real enemy, fear. So how do you break the circle? First, you must accept the truth. The real reason you are stuck is not grammar. It is not vocabulary. It is not your age. It is fear. Fear of mistakes. Fear of being wrong. Fear of people laughing. This fear locks your mouth. It tells you to stay silent. But here is the good news. Fear is a lie. Mistakes are not your enemy. Mistakes are your teacher. Every mistake is a step closer to fluency. The first small step. Imagine this. Today you say just one small sentence in English. Maybe you say, I am learning English. Or maybe, today is a good day. You say it out loud. You smile. You repeat it 5 times. This is not a small action. This is power. This is progress. This is you breaking the chain. If you do this every day, your English will grow, fast, strong, and real. The truth about perfection. My friend, the real reason you are stuck is not because you are not smart. It is not because you have no talent. It is because you were told to wait until you are perfect. But now you know the truth. You do not need perfect English to start speaking. You need to start speaking to become better. The road to fluency is not far away. It is right here, in your next sentence. Once you begin speaking, even small words every day, you will never feel stuck again. This is the beginning of your new journey, a journey where you stop studying like a prisoner and start speaking like a free person. A journey where you stop waiting for tomorrow and start living in English today. You are not stuck anymore. You are ready, and this time you will not give up. Chapter 2. Speak before you are ready. Now, let me ask you something. How many times have you told yourself, "I will speak English when I am ready"? Maybe you thought, first, I need more grammar. First, I need more vocabulary. First, I need to be perfect. And so you waited. 1 month, 6 months, 1 year, maybe many years. But you are still waiting. You are still silent. Here is the truth. You will never feel ready. Not today, not tomorrow, not even 10 years from now. If you wait for the perfect moment, that moment will never come. Because fluency is not waiting. Fluency is action. You must speak before you are ready. You must open your mouth now, not later. You must use the English you have today, not the English you hope to have in the future. The baby example. Think about babies. When they start speaking, do they wait until they know 500 words? No, they use the little words they already have. They say, mama. They say, water. They say, bye. These words are not perfect, but they are real. And every time the baby speaks, they learn more. Soon they can make full sentences. If a baby can do this, why not you? You are not weak. You are not late. You only need to break the habit of silence. Silence teaches fear. Every time you stay silent, you teach your brain to be afraid. But every time you speak, even if it's just one word, you teach your brain to be brave. And bravery builds fluency. Imagine you are in your room. You want to practice English, but your mind says, "No, not today. I am not ready." At that moment, you have 2 choices. 1. Listen to fear. Stay silent. Wait again. 2. Speak one small sentence. I am here. That's just 3 words, but it's powerful. Suddenly, you feel alive. You feel strong. You feel proud. That one sentence is not small. It's a door to your new future. Speaking is the best study. Many learners think they must study more before speaking, but here is a secret. Speaking is the best study. When you speak, you use grammar without thinking. You remember words faster. You train your mouth to move in new ways. Every time you speak, your English improves faster than it ever could in silence. Yes, you will make mistakes, but mistakes are proof that you are trying. Every mistake teaches you something. Every mistake makes you stronger. Chapter 3. The Power of Daily English. My friend, let me share with you the biggest secret to learning English fast. It is not grammar rules. It is not a huge vocabulary. It is not studying for long hours in one day. The real secret is this: daily practice. Not once a week, not once a month, but every single day. Even if it is just 5 minutes. Even if it is just one short sentence. Daily practice will change your English more than anything else. Why daily practice matters. Many learners make the same mistake. They study hard for a few hours on one day. Then they stop for a week. Then they try again for a short time and then stop again. They think that a big effort in one day will bring big results. But the truth is different. Your brain learns like your body learns. Imagine going to the gym. If you go one time for 6 hours, nothing will change. But if you go for just 15 minutes every day, your body will get stronger. English is the same. Small practice every day makes you fluent faster than big practice once in a while. Think about brushing your teeth. Let me give you another picture. Do you brush your teeth for 3 hours on Sunday and then never again? Of course not. You brush every day, even if it is only 2 or 3 minutes. That daily action keeps your teeth clean and healthy. English is the same. Daily action keeps your brain fresh. It keeps your memory strong. It makes English part of your life, not just a subject in a school book. How daily practice looks. Imagine you give yourself 10 minutes every day to speak English. In those 10 minutes, you talk about your day. I woke up. I ate breakfast. I went to work. That is it. Simple words, easy sentences. But you do it every day. After 1 week, you feel more confident. After 1 month, you feel a big change. After 1 year, you are a new person. This is the power of daily English. Why people wait. Many learners wait for the perfect time. They say, I am too busy. I will practice on the weekend. But the weekend never comes. Life is always busy. If you wait, you will always wait. You must put English inside your daily life, not outside of it. That means talk to yourself in the mirror. Describe what you see in the room. Say things like, this is my chair. This is my phone. I am drinking water. These small sentences may look simple, but they are gold. Why? Because they are daily. The secret is habit. The real secret is not time. The real secret is habit. 5 minutes every day is better than 1 hour once a week. When you practice daily, your brain learns to expect English. It becomes normal. It becomes natural. Soon, you do not even think about studying English. You simply live in English. Daily English in daily life. Close your eyes and imagine this. You are walking to the bus. You softly say to yourself, "The sky is blue. The bus is coming. I am waiting." You are cooking. You smile and say, "This is my spoon. I am cooking rice. I like the smell." You are tired at night. You whisper, "I am sleepy. I want to rest." These little sentences may look silly, but they are not. They are daily practice. They train your brain to think in English. No pressure learning. The best part is this: daily English makes you grow without pressure. You do not need to open grammar tables every day. You do not need to memorize a long list of words. You just speak. You just listen. You just practice a little bit. Slowly, without stress, your English becomes faster, stronger, and more natural. Climbing the mountain. Many learners quit because they think fluency is too big, like a mountain that is too high. But how do you climb a mountain? Step by step. You do not jump to the top. You walk. Every day, one step. And before you know it, you are higher than you imagined. English is the same. Daily steps will take you to the top. Promise yourself. So, my friend, never ask, "Do I have 1 hour today?" Instead, ask, "Do I have 5 minutes?" Because 5 minutes daily is enough to change your future. Promise yourself that you will not skip. Promise yourself that you will not wait. Promise yourself that you will give at least 5 minutes every day. And very soon you will look back and say, "Wow, I speak English. I am confident. I am free." That is the gift of daily English, and it belongs to you. Chapter 4. Listen like a child. Before you spoke your first word in life, you listened. You listened to your mother's voice. You listened to sounds around you. You listened to people speaking again and again. And then, one day, your mouth opened and the words came out. You did not start with grammar. You did not start with books. You started with listening. This is the natural way, and this is also the way you can learn English fast today. The problem with adults. Most learners forget this truth. They try to speak without listening enough. They try to build sentences without hearing how sentences sound. And so they struggle. They feel slow. They feel confused. But if you listen first, you will speak with power. If you listen like a child, you will speak like a child. And children learn faster than anyone. How children learn. A child does not say, "Let me study the grammar of my language." No, they hear it. They copy it. They repeat it. And little by little, the language becomes natural. You can do the same. Even as an adult, your brain can copy sounds. It can catch patterns. It can learn by listening, but you must give it the chance. Listening is feeling. Listening is not only hearing. Listening is also feeling. When you listen to English, your brain absorbs rhythm, tone, and flow. You may not understand every word. That is okay. A child does not understand every word either, but they still hear. And hearing builds memory. Memory builds speaking. Speaking builds fluency. The simple sentence. Imagine you listen to one short English sentence every day. For example, how are you? You hear it once, then again, then again. Soon you can say it. And not only say it, but say it with the same sound, the same music, the same feeling. That is how listening trains you. That is how your mouth learns to move. That is how your voice becomes natural. Understanding is not first. Do not tell yourself, I do not understand everything. Understanding is not the first step. Copying is the first step. A baby does not understand every word they hear, but they copy, they repeat, and slowly understanding grows. You can learn the same way. Shadowing is a powerful tool. Shadowing means you listen and speak at the same time. You copy the voice you hear, just like a child copies their parents. At first, it feels strange. At first, you are slow. But if you keep going, you will start to sound natural. You will speak faster. You will start to think in English without translating. That is the power of listening. Music in your ears. Think about music. When you hear a song many times, you start to sing it. You did not sit down to study the lyrics, you just listened. And suddenly, the words came out of your mouth. English is the same. If you listen again and again, the words will enter your heart. And once they enter your heart, they will come out of your mouth. Trust the process. Do not worry if you feel slow at the beginning. Do not worry if you only catch one word. Every word is a victory. Every sentence is progress. Listening is not empty. Listening is active learning. It's like planting seeds in your mind. Every time you listen, you plant another seed. And soon you will have a garden of English words ready to grow. Chapter 5. Small wins build big fluency. Now, my friend, I want to give you one more secret. Big fluency is not built in one day. It is built step by step through small wins. One sentence, one conversation, one little step. Many learners believe they must make one big jump. They think they must learn everything fast. When they cannot, they feel sad. They feel weak. They stop. But this is not the truth. Every success starts small. Think about your life. Every big success started small. You learn to walk with one step. You learn to read with one letter. You learn to write with one word. At first it was slow. At first it was difficult. But every small step gave you power. And one day you could walk, read, and write without fear. English is the same. Don't wait for one big win. Celebrate your small wins. What small wins look like? Imagine this. You say your first full sentence in English, "I am learning English today." That is not small. That is a victory. That is proof that you are growing. Maybe your grammar is not perfect. Maybe your pronunciation is not clear. But it doesn't matter. You spoke. You used English. That is success. The magic circle. Small wins give you energy. They give you confidence. They tell your brain, "I can do this." When your brain believes, your mouth speaks more. When your mouth speaks more, your fluency grows. This is the magic circle of learning. Small wins lead to big fluency. Stop comparing yourself. Many learners make the mistake of comparing themselves to others. They hear someone speak fast, they hear someone use big words, and then they feel small. They say, "I can never do that." But you must stop this thinking. That person you admire also started small. They also said hello one day for the first time. They also made mistakes, but they did not quit. They built fluency step by step, and you can too. See the next step, not the top. Think about climbing a mountain. If you look at the top, it feels impossible. But if you look at the next step, it feels possible. You say, "I can do one more step," and step by step, you reach the top. English is the same. Do not only look at the top. Look at the next step. Take it. Celebrate it. Then take another. Soon you will be higher than you ever dreamed. Celebrate every win. Promise yourself today that you will not ignore your small wins. Promise that you will celebrate them. Did you learn one new word? Celebrate it. Did you say one new sentence? Celebrate it. Did you understand one line in a movie? Celebrate it. These are not small. These are bricks, and brick by brick, you are building your fluency. Small wins protect you from giving up. When you feel tired, they remind you that you are not the same as yesterday. You are better. You are stronger. You are moving forward. Even if it is slow, you are still moving. And remember, slow progress is still progress. The final picture. One day soon, you will look back. You will see how far you have come. You will smile. You will say, "I did it. I am fluent." And then you will remember something important. It was not one big moment. It was many small wins. Those small wins gave you the big fluency you always wanted.